Oh my god. Welcome back. Hello. Welcome back to the... Oh my god, I forgot. We have a script. Welcome back to the brandest, newest, freshest podcast in town for the coolest kids only. Zai told me to say that.
Funky Fresh.
And she wanted to say Funky Fresh.
I am scriptwriter.
Anyways, this is the For the W podcast. W means win, Wanita, woman, for the Wanita podcast. And this is a specific segment we've called Advice to Anon, where you guys send your problems, your questions, and concerns, issues, and we try to solve them. And when we do,
We clink our glasses.
sorry, sound guy.
Also, if you don't remember, my name is Zai, short for Zayana.
And my name is Aqilah, short for Aqilah. And if you want to be a part of this particular segment, or to be a part to keep updated with us, go ahead and follow nwf.media on Instagram and check out the stories. Check out what we've got there so far.
And let us know your life issues.
Shall we start?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we disclaimer, we don't know what we're getting into.
Oh,
we don't know what
yeah.
the issue is. So we've got ourselves a little
Oh, yes.
notepad
We're ready.
and pen because we are not very good at short-term memory retention. Okay.
Don't out us.
Ready?
But I guess they'll figure out themselves anyway. Anyways, we're playing now.
My girlfriend and I have been dating for a few years now, and in the beginning it was chill. But recently she has been more materialistic, asking for new watches and bags. I am not financially as well as her. She began changing once she got a good paying job.
Wait, is that it? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Pause. Okay, I guess we don't need
No,
this.
we've got it.
Yeah, we're good on this one. And on with girlfriend, dating for a few years now. And it was fine in the beginning, but then she became a bit more materialistic. Asking for new watches and bags. What are your immediate thoughts?
She changed once she got a good paying job. That says to me, lifestyle creep.
Yeah.
I got a good paying job in the last couple of years, and I've seen it happen firsthand, the lifestyle creep. Going from being a student to having a full-time employment with a good paying job. It's like, oh, I can only get coffee once this week, to I can get coffee once today.
And I can lanjo orang also, which is what she did earlier.
So
Guilty.
it's difficult because is it a change of priorities? You wouldn't exactly say that though. It's just lifestyle creep,
Yeah.
right? She can afford herself more things maybe, and now she expects more from the relationship, and perhaps maybe either her love language has changed or it's just been awakened now that maybe gift giving is a love language of hers, and it wasn't a world that maybe she was in previously, but
Yeah.
now that she's got the high paying job or like a good paying job, she's like, oh, I can
afford to have fun.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. That has happened to me too in my first full-time job from like becoming a student. And I was the same. I suddenly was able to afford classes. Remember when I went trampolining
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 times a week? Yeah. I bought myself new sports stuff that I don't use anymore because I became a hijabi. But I was able to eat out more.
Yeah.
I don't think I bought stuff. Did you ever like just start buying stuff? Because this Anon is saying that like their partner became more materialistic, buying stuff, and she's started asking as well.
I have spent a lot more on sports clothes. A lot more. Like I'm ashamed.
Oh,
I would
really?
be ashamed to tell
Like,
you
it's
how
really
much I've
bad?
spent.
Okay.
I've bought myself a new watch, nothing too crazy. And if I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, oh, if I need something, I can just get it for myself.
Yeah. Have you been in a relationship where that happened to you personally, and then you've asked your partner to buy you stuff? I don't think I've been in a position where I don't think I've been in a position where the girlfriend is, where I'm asking my partner for stuff. But you're right. Perhaps it is because her love language changed or awakened. But I do think that it is not fair if I ask someone, I guess, to keep up with that lifestyle
Yeah.
when they are not able to meet
Yeah.
it. Zai and I are pretty pro communication. And there is no harm in opening this conversation, I think, as a good, you know how you feel. You know, not the problem, but kind of like where it's coming from. And if you and your girlfriend are in it for the long term, buddy, you're going to have more of these conversations in the
Yeah,
future.
that's definitely a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
If this is something that's going to progress long term.
You got something on your mind.
I'm just trying to think, like, is this something that can be solved with just communication? Like, what's going to happen if they do communicate? That's a difficult one. I've never been in this situation, actually.
I mean, there's got to be compromise. Like, okay, I'll open up. I am earning $0, but my husband is the one working. I'm self-employed. I'm still able to do whatever that I want to. Research pays slow if you don't have a client. But I don't think I want to burden my husband saying that, hey, I want to eat out at this particular place. Because that has happened. That has happened where I do want to eat at, say, a very fancy restaurant, or just like a mid, what do you call that? Mid-priced restaurant. Because between two people, we also love food. So the bill does stack up. But I understand that there must be compromise from my end, because I don't bring in anything to the
No.
yeah, not to the table, but like the financial pool, I guess. I am happy with saving that money for something else instead of the materialistic stuff. I don't know, food is probably not materialistic, but it does add to the bill.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah. Also, can I just say, do you need more than one watch? Or like maybe 3 watches? Like, how many bags are we talking about here too? How many?
I think
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
To be fair, I have a lot of earrings.
You do.
I have a lot.
I think
of
everybody's got their
earrings.
vices,
Yeah.
right? And collecting something can be a hobby. Some people like to have a bunch of watches. Some people like to have a lot of cars. It's just a
That's
range,
true.
right? Or some people like to collect Hot Wheels.
I don't know anyone. I know people. Well, I know. I see photos, but I don't know anyone. That's a very out there for me.
Yeah, no, I don't know, not me. I think maybe as you go through phases of life, you're going to
That's true. We don't know how old this person is.
yeah, and the girlfriend. You're bound to change, right? Change is the only constant in life. And perhaps now the girlfriend is able to put more value onto material stuff because she can afford it. And your priorities also change and your preferences also change in relationship. Maybe before it did not matter to her that the Anon can provide material stuff, but maybe now that has changed. And I think as they have this conversation, she will also have to think about whether she can compromise and stay in the relationship, or if her preferences have changed, and for her to then move on and perhaps have the opportunity to find someone who can provide that for her.
I actually had another thought as you were talking. What if she has become materialistic because she's stressed out at this new job.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because that has happened to me. I'm pretty sure that has happened to you, where I just need to like
Retail therapy.
retail therapy, where I do need to spend on something to help me feel good, to get that
Yeah.
dopamine hit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors here, actually. It's not just she got a new job, she became more materialistic.
Yeah.
It's she got a new job, her priorities have probably changed. Maybe she's stressed out at work, and that's the only way that she can relieve herself, I guess.
Another
Sorry.
thought as well. Maybe also the good paying job. Maybe she's surrounded by perhaps people or
Oh my gosh,
colleagues
yeah.
who put value in these things, and maybe that has affected her. Maybe she realizes now that she also needs to put value in these things, or maybe she's just being influenced by the people around her. There's a lot of nuance and a lot of information that we don't have.
Yeah. So I think that's why we've recommended open the conversation. Like don't say like, hey, we've got a problem, but like, hey, something wrong at work. Is there any way that I can help besides buying you new watches and new bags?
That's a good point.
There's support. Support can be given outside the material stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But try to figure out what sort of support is there else. Like what else is there?
And also, to be honest, if that's not something that you can financially provide for, like, I don't think it's worth going into debt
Yeah.
to make someone stay in a relationship.
Be on the same page. Get back on the same page, rather.
Easier said than done, but
Sorry, we don't have a lot of context. But I guess
I don't
I don't know whether we solved.
I don't know.
I feel like
We tried.
we tried.
Hi guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but we just want to let you know that you can put your advertisements here.
Here. Feel free to email us. There's an email down below in the description. And through it, please send over your 30-second video or any ad reads you'd like us to read. And whether that's your company, whether that's a product, whether that's, your own video. And I think that's it.
Enjoy the show.
Let's move on to the second one.
Let's go.
Rasgar.
First phase, April to August 2021. Being together and AMP. Found out I'm the second GF.
Oh,
Second
man.
Quarantine happened. December 2021 he approached back to fix an AMP. We did.
Okay, 4 months
He
later.
already broke up with the first GF also. Third phase, we succeed in AMP. March 2022. Had fights and he turned back to the first girl. Then, fourth.
There's no
Oh my god. Sorry, team. I don't know what
there's
I
no
did.
fourth.
Pause. We need to. Okay, so in April to August 2021, they were together. She found out. They're the second girlfriend.
She's the
She's the second girlfriend.
Okay.
So first time being 2 times. Second phase, quarantine happened. 4 months after they broke up, he was like, "Okay, let's get back together." They fixed it. They're together again. But she then found out that they had broken up. The partner had broken up with the first girlfriend. Wait, Yaka.
No, I think it's okay. It's a she. Okay, I think she's saying that
Which he already broke up with the first girlfriend. Also.
she's saying he already broke up with the first girlfriend,
Yes.
and so he came back to get back
rekindle.
together.
Rekindle. Third phase.
Oh,
I don't know
Bridgerton
what that
coded.
was.
Sorry.
Third phase. We succeeded. And then in March 2022, so another 4 months later, they had fights. And then he went back to the first girlfriend. Wait, okay, this is bringing up some uncomfortable memories from like when I was 19, okay? Girl, I was there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I don't know what the fourth means. I don't know whether that means fourth phase.
I feel like there was a fourth phase, but this is all we've got.
Or maybe this is the fourth phase. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense because it's only
No.
March 2022. It's
Okay, so we're just gonna we're gonna look at first phase until third phase because that's all we have.
Okay. First of all.
So there's only 2 girls involved in this.
Yeah. But can I just say, it's not worth it. Just get out of there, girl. Like, seriously. I see Wafi and he's like, he agrees. Shafi too. He just did that.
It's not worth it.
It's really, really not worth it.
Not.
You might think that, okay, we've been through the worst times together and we'll be smooth sailing after this. Trust us. It's not worth it. I've already, that's it.
I've had the...
Ready?
May I speak? She's like, I solved this one by myself.
Okay, let's talk it through.
She's like, I'm done. You listen to me or you don't. Oh gosh. I just want to say, like, I think we've both had our fair shares of tumultuous relationships, right?
Yeah.
And you think that when it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, it's really bad. So you just wait for when it gets really good. But I think we've also been in relationships where it can be mostly okay
It's
and
great.
mostly good and mostly great, and then there are some not so great bits. And I think if you're used to tumultuous relationships, it's hard to imagine being
what's beyond this.
Yeah. And you kind of get addicted to the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And you also, I fell into this trap as well, thinking that, if it gets this bad and then it gets this good, it must mean it's worth it. No. You're probably just incompatible.
Yeah. Again, we don't know how old you are. But this was a relationship when I was 19, when I was maybe, 22, something like that.
22. Ooh, ooh.
There's
Sorry.
got to be a different song for 22. Let us know in the comments. Okay, I'm going to say this too. Because this partner of yours has gone like from one girl to the next, it does sound like your partner doesn't know how to be alone by themselves.
Oy.
They are running away from something that they can only solve. Okay? I'm going to say that. Especially if it's a young relationship. Sorry, when I mean like a relationship when you are...
We're eliciting some...
We're eliciting like... I don't know what this
reactions.
is. Yeah.
From the crowd.
I forgot my train of thought. Really?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
If this is a young relationship,
Yes, by young relationship, I mean this is a relationship happening between like maybe 18 to maybe even 16. I don't know, 16 to
25.
X. Yeah, 20x.
To be fair, sorry. Please continue your train of
That
thought.
was. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Actually, you said to be fair.
To be fair, I don't think there is an expiry date to being in
Honestly,
tumultuous or toxic relationships.
That's actually really
So,
true.
yeah, I think it's up to the person and how much
How emotionally mature they are.
and like how much self-awareness they have.
Yeah.
And nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's
Yeah.
perfect, so nobody's going to have a perfect relationship. But I think the least you can ask for is loyalty from a partner. Because if he's done it twice, I'm not saying people cannot change, because I do believe that people can change, even cheaters. I'm a big proponent that people can change. But if he's done the same thing to you twice, and he's done it with the same person, what confidence do you have that he's not going to do it again?
And let's say he can't give you your loyalty, right? Well, the least that he can give is respect. Like they keep coming back to you because he knows you'll be there. I think there's also a bit of like, I don't know if I want to get into this, but hey, I'm here for you. Okay, I am pro you. There's self-respect to be given to yourself
Ooh.
too.
It's a bit of a touchy subject.
Yeah. And I say this from a good place because I've been there. And once I gave myself that self-respect and I finally blocked him, sure, did I cry? Yeah. But then I could move on.
Yeah.
And this is coming from someone who has been two-timed, has been in relationships that have been like super up, super down, and is now in an incredibly stable relationship, marriage even. And it feels so strange. It felt really strange in the beginning to be with someone who, number one, is compatible with you. Number two, gives you that respect that you should receive, and who encourages you to respect yourself. And I really hope you find that. Maybe not in this person.
Yeah, I want to say most definitely not in this person.
They've got issues to solve too.
Also, take it from us. We've been here before. We've gone through, like I said, tumultuous relationships. And we have also had healthy relationships after that. So it is possible. There's an opportunity cost that comes by staying in a relationship that isn't right for you. You close yourself off to the possibility of having a perfectly healthy, compatible, respectful partnership. And I hope you don't do yourself that disservice.
Oh my God. They agree.
Shall we cheers to that?
Shall we?
Cheers to that.
We love you.
Take
We really
care.
hope the best for you.
You can do it. That was a timid cheers.
That was a timid cheer.
Because we're like genuine concern.
Yeah. I'm not even using my notes at all.
We honestly, we're still reeling from that last one. Like we just
Yeah.
really feel for that person that it's she's in a difficult situation.
Keep us updated, please.
I hope you can. I hope you leave that relationship. Okay, we're gonna.
Story number 3, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for 2 years and are physically intimate. As of recent 3 months or so, we have been doing it less.
Okay.
The trigger might have been me asking about marriage. Should I be worried? We are still happy, but he was not as excited about the news. He did not say no though.
Wait, how long was this relationship, sorry? Pause.
2
years. Physically intimate. Okay. The trigger might have been me asking about marriage, is what she said.
Should I be worried? That's the question that
Oh, okay.
this person is asking. This person said, should I be worried? We are still happy, but he was not as excited about the news. He did not say no, though. Firstly, whatever is making you worry is valid. If you feel worried, you don't need validation for being worried about something. If it worries you, it worries you. And if it's something regarding the relationship and it's not really something that you can handle yourself, I think it's always worth opening up the conversation. I know, I'm sorry, we have the same advice for everything. I think it works.
Let's try to work around her situation. Like, try to, I guess, is it because of marriage? Do you know it is because of that question that you asked? Okay, we don't know what did she ask? She just asked about marriage. The possibility of being married. It is a big commitment, marriage. It is not just getting married to a person, but I guess like marrying into somebody else's family.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
We don't know their religion. But actually in most cultures, the guy is expected to be the breadwinner.
Yes.
Or at least the person who is taking care of the wife, who provides for the wife.
Yeah, that's a big commitment. We don't know how old the
Anon is.
Anons are.
Hold on, let me gather my thoughts. There's a big block in my brain.
Tired?
No, because I think this is the first story that is bringing up sex.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I didn't expect this. All right. We've established that marriage is a very big commitment. But there are multiple reasons why couples can, I guess, not be as intimate with each other besides you bringing up marriage. Stress, changing priorities. Did something else happen in his life that he hasn't brought up to you, perhaps?
It's a fair point.
But let's say it is about the marriage question. I think you can give him grace. Perhaps this is the first real time he has started thinking about it seriously. Perhaps he isn't entirely sure how to go about this if he is serious about marriage. There's a huge reality check that comes with, do I want to marry another person? You've got to think about not just the wedding, but how well, the wedding is a huge proponent for sure, because it's really expensive to get married, or it can be very expensive, regardless of what culture you're in.
Yeah.
But it's also like, okay, well, what happens after marriage? Do I have the necessary things now? Am I ready for marriage? To dedicate my life to one person and one person only? I think if you've been dating for 2 years, they've been dating for 2 years. That is a significant amount of time. My husband and I got married 2 years after dating as well.
So, what Aqilah was saying was, one, it might not be the marriage, firstly, that has brought upon this change in him. It might be something else going on in his life. Secondly, if it is the marriage, it's valid because marriage is a big commitment. But I think what this person is doing now is she's playing guessing games. She's assuming or she's guessing that it is because of that. That's why I mentioned that I think it's worth bringing it up in conversation because you don't actually know what your boyfriend is thinking. You don't actually know if it's something else in his life or if it is the marriage. And
if it is the marriage, you don't know what he's thinking about it too.
And if it's should I not, or if it's what do I need to prepare for it?
Yeah.
There's too many unknowns that can potentially be solved by talking to him about it.
In conclusion,
To recap,
perhaps the reason why you thought it was the marriage question. Wait, nope, that's not it. Perhaps because I guess being intimate is, I guess, a constant in this relationship, and there's a significant decrease in being physically intimate. That is a reason to worry. But do we really know that it was the question of marriage that caused all of this? 2 years is a good amount of time to think, okay, I would like to settle down with this person. If it hasn't occurred to him, well, this is the time. I'm glad you brought it up. If it wasn't the marriage question, well, what else could it be? Perhaps he is thinking about the marriage. He hasn't brought it up to you or anyone. Is he the type to keep it all in to himself? Is he the type to work harder elsewhere so that he can afford an expensive wedding or a wedding? Generally, weddings are expensive.
or it could be other things in his life.
Yeah.
Maybe work is affecting him, maybe family or other relationship issues. It may not be the marriage question, and there's only one sure way of finding out,
Which is to break the ice and talk about it. I have a friend who has kept a secret about a family member, like a problem that their family is encountering from their significant other out of respect for that family member. So there could be many reasons why he has stopped being physically intimate, or rather that the amount of physically intimate times have decreased.
Yeah. And
But your worries are valid.
Yeah.
Very, very valid. Yeah. Did we solve it?
I think the general theme of this segment is we did not solve it, but can you perhaps talk about it with them?
Did we reframe it for you?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did we?
To offer new perspectives,
Yes.
perhaps. And did we perhaps validate your concerns?
We will also get better with more stories, I think. Every single time we're supposed to do that, I feel like we don't deserve it.
Producer said we don't clink on that one.
Yeah. But okay, hold on. Can we just also maybe add on that if you are opening up the conversation about something, it's good to talk about it from like a me perspective. Like, I feel this way. It's not like, hey, you have been doing this and you are da 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 da. It's you have to start off with how you feel, what's been going on your side, and try to avoid the accusations,
Yes.
the pointing fingers. Yes. Don't focus on them, you. It's a we thing, but only you are sure of what you feel and how you think. So, all the best.
Yes.
Maybe a silent clink on that. Don't show the producers. Okay.
Sound guy, did you get that?
I hope they did.
Okay, guys, that wraps up our first episode of Advice to Anons. We wanted to start off with asking for relationship problems because we feel like that's the most universal issue that I think a lot of people have. But hopefully in the future we can delve into other topics as well. It's definitely not just a relationship segment.
Yes.
We tried our best to reframe and give our perspectives on it. Hopefully you found value in that. Sorry to the ones that we weren't able to cover. Hopefully we can get to them in the future. But
If you're interested in maybe submitting your problem,
comments, concerns,
if you are interested in sending any of those that we have mentioned, you can head over to nwf.media on Instagram. We will be posting like a, hey, submit your thing here. And that will be the chance for you to submit your stuff.
that's all. Thank you for watching. We were your hosts, Zai.
And Aqilah.
We hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. That was a mouthful. Sorry,
Let us know what you
guys.
think. Let us know what you think.
Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.
Goodbye. Adios.